Terrorists are mocking central bank governor Emefiele. They have surplus of new Nigerian notes. Sheikh Gumi, welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. Deep down, I'm asking myself, so what do we do about it? The news in detail. Gumi noted that the terrorists were people who have grievances and also like to improve their image, adding that citing terrorism as a reason for Naira redesign would not bring any results. Controversial Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi has said that the plan by the Central Bank of Nigeria to curb kidnapping of the country through the redesign of 200 Naira notes, 500 Naira notes and 1,000 Naira notes is not effective as terrorists already have access to the new notes. Gumi noted that the terrorists were people who have grievances and also like to improve their image, adding that citing terrorism as a reason for Naira redesign would not bring any result. Speaking in an interview with Punch on Saturday, the cleric said the terrorists had mocked Emefiele by the viral video of them displaying the new note. He said, "I was one of the people that said the CBN initial deadline was not feasible and envisaged that it was going to be removed. The government has programs, but in executing the programs, it is very clumsy. It is not well thought out. I agree. I heard an economist saying that when you have three great events at the same year using the same resources, one has to give way. You cannot overtax your donkey, else it will collapse. An upheaval would have come if CBN did not extend the deadline. Look at how popular Buhari was in Kano, and suddenly people in Kano were turning against him. It is really sad to see that. In Sudan, a mere increase in the price of bread caused the fall of a government because the people depend on it. There is despair among people. They will turn against you. So you don't take people for granted." Speaking on the video of terrorists displaying the new note, these terrorists are people who have grievances and also like to improve the image. The Central Bank of Nigeria governor mentioned that the reason for changing the new notes was to deprive terrorists of money. They, terrorists, hear him and say, "Here is your money with us." They can catch people, kidnap people, and collect new ones, and even demand something else like foreign currency. So citing terrorism as the reason for this draconian rule in a democratic nation is negative. It will not bring any good result. The display of the new notes by the terrorists is a show of mockery. First, those in the Majority system are not involved in criminality, banditry, or Boko Haram because they're pupils and are already under the tutelage of a leader they respect. They can be engaged in other forms of crime like thuggery. So no child should be left behind in Nigeria. Every government should make sure education is taken care of. The economy is very important. The new president should improve the economy. Once the economy is improved, a lot of these problems will go down naturally. Another thing is employment. Job creation is a very important program that any government should embrace. Security should be improved too. There's a lot of corruption in our security agencies which should be flushed out. They know how to bring out the moves. They just need to be proactive. Hey, in Senna climb, this man, they go down hold and move. But see, let me tell you the truth. But if you check within this man, they talk, now, is it not true? You said you wanted to use, I'm not saying all of what he's saying is true, but I'm saying you said you wanted to curb the terrorism activities by redesigning the Naira notes. But today, the Naira notes are with them. You see how it is, even if your intentions are pure, and people around you do not have that unity of purpose. People around you do not have that unity of objective. There is no harmony of purpose with people around you. Do you see how it is going to be a flop? I just want to tell you, that is why you see this coming election, even the president, down to the governor, down to the local government chairman, down to the councillor, down to the senators, National Assembly, State House of Assembly, I want us to pick these people, those that have unity of purpose. And also these people in turn will not pick people who have unity of purpose with them, so that it is going to be easy. So that if let's say for instance, President A is wanting things to get better, Governor B in a state will be working hand in hand with him so that things can get better. But if President A wants things to get better and Governor B is saying, no, this place where they get my 2 Naira, now you won't come close and no agree. Before you know, no matter the effort being put in by the president, it will not work. It will not work. This man really needs to be officially questioned on the issue of terrorism and banditry. I tell you, he knows a whole lot, and I don't know why they're not questioning him yet. Buhari and APC government has long overlooked this dude's mockery of their security architecture by being a terrorist sympathizer and a spokesman for those creating havoc in the northern part of Nigeria. If na Yoruba or Igbo man, he would have been long in the same category where NMK is and Sunday Igboho has both been on the watch list. Continue to vote for incompetence and tribal sentiment. Oh? Okay. Nigeria is irredeemable, no thanks to some of our brothers from a particular region. I did tell you. I keep asking myself why human beings go the reason the way and manner with the reason. I feel your pain. Obviously, if they have it, it is the few you gave them to bluff. Like seriously, I still don't understand why this man worked freely. Can you imagine if this man were to be a Yoruba Igbo man, they would have called for his head since. What do you expect? I like the man for always making sure that the truth about the Nigerian government is revealed on the fight against Boko Haram. Can you imagine if the Naira note is with them, then the whole politicians has new Naira in their custody? Yes, now. Or you don't know. That is what I'm saying. Whatever was the intent of the governor of the CBN governor and the president, it has been defeated. Who defeat them? Their intention were pure, but people in the system with them are the one making sure that their intention does not come to reality. Not be everything we call the president for. Why won't the federal government arrest this Gumi and he spoke with courage that is as if he's close to the terrorists? If he's an Igbo man, DSS and army would have deployed in millions to intimidate the poor masses. Okay? We really need a president from the south, either from southwest, southeast, or south to keep this man where he fully belongs. My dear, a lot will scatter. A whole lot. Tomorrow, this man will come out to contest. It is when he comes out to contest. It is when it's not him coming out to contest is the problem. It is when I see people voting and shouting, Gumi is this. Now that time I go no say, true, we know well for this country. Okay, this is our president. If you don't know, he's coming to power very soon. I also don't use the rebut finish, and that is why Buhari and Kabasa are frustrating Tinubu to run Naira change and petrol. It is not true. It is hurting them terribly. Since this policy, how much ransom have you been able to collect? The lives of you can only talk in the jungle like Nigeria. Okay, how can you trust a... Okay, hold on. See Gumi, see bandit, see My own is Nigerians see this coming election. Because I know more they look back, more just they look front. And this way don't happen before. It don't happen. Let us make sure that at the end of the day, we are actually going to pick someone who is coming in with the intention of making Nigeria a better country. Okay, on those notes, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you.